I'm Jeff Philbin, this is Dinner DeeAs, and I think my fellow Fox friend Homer Simpson said it best when he uttered the famous phrase, ooh, donuts. Yes, it's Dinner DeeAs does dessert again as we cook up homemade vanilla cake donuts. How to fix them, fry them, and cover them with a tasty trio toppings. Joining us to share the details of the donut diet plan is Debbie Hodge-Nibbs. She runs Craving Donuts, a familiar feeling, who do catering across Tampa Bay. Welcome to the Dinner DeeAs Donut Kitchen, my friend. I am so excited to have you here because who doesn't love donuts?
Exactly.
I mean, they are just an absolute joy.
Yes, our favorite dessert, of course.
It's our favorite dessert,
Yes.
and I mean, so much so that you get to wear lovely, beautiful earrings, too, to celebrate it even more. I can't wait. Now, Debbie is here to do donuts and share a recipe for making your own vanilla cake donuts at home, along with 3 toppings that you can try at home: cinnamon sugar, vanilla glaze, and a chocolate pistachio.
Yes.
Those toppings sound really, really good, but it always starts with a base.
With an easy, delicious base.
Ooh, even better.
Yes.
So how do we get started?
Okay, so are you gonna help me?
I would love to.
All right, so we're gonna take all of the dry ingredients first.
Okay.
The small dry ingredients. The flour will be last. So
Okay.
we're gonna do the baking powder,
Baking powder.
the nutmeg, the salt, sugar. Awesome. We're gonna whisk that just a little bit,
Okay.
really quick, and then that's good. We're gonna add all of the other dry ingredients. So the vanilla extract,
Okay.
the wet ingredients, and the milk.
Does it matter if it's whole milk, skim milk?
It's better if everything is full of fat. But
let's just go
listen,
straight to it and just
that's
say
it,
it.
you know.
Everything's better with fat when it comes to
It
donuts.
is.
You know what? It's a joy. Sometimes you got to treat
Right.
yourself to a joy.
But you can use any kind of milk. It'll still work. It'll
Okay.
still taste delicious. And we're gonna add the butter,
Okay.
and then
And that's just melted butter.
Yes, and then we're gonna add the egg.
Okay.
See, easy.
1 whole egg there.
Yes.
Okay.
And then whisk it really quick. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So we just don't want to like beat the egg.
Okay.
But that's good. Now we're gonna attach it to the mixer. We're gonna use a paddle for this. And we're gonna use a paddle so that we don't over mix the flour.
And this is something that you absolutely need to have a stand-up mixer for. I mean,
You could use your hand. You could
could
do
use
it by
your
hand.
hand,
Yeah.
but it's
It's just better.
better.
You know, sometimes faster, sometimes cleaner, you know. I just prefer to use a mixer if I can.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna add the flour.
And is it just all-purpose flour? or any
All-purpose
okay.
flour, but you can use gluten-free flour and it'll work perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah, the 1-to-1 ratio gluten-free flour. So we're gonna start it at slow, or number 2. The reason for this is because we want it to be almost like a biscuit type of texture, so we
Okay.
don't want to over mix it. We want it to just combine, and then we're gonna take it out and form it into a ball. There we go. So that's that.
You know, like, baking sometimes can be really hard for a lot of folks. It gets a little intimidating, or the science behind it.
It is easy, and it
It's
can
easy, you're
always
saying.
be fixed. Everything can be fixed.
Okay.
So we're gonna take this off.
To grab Debbie's recipes for these cake donuts, visit dinnerdeas.com. Everything is there ready to print. To do that even quicker, open the camera app on your phone, just the regular one, point at the TV, and when it sees the box in the bottom left, a link to us will appear.
Alrighty.
All right,
So we are going to take the dough.
And how do you know that it's right? You know, like, can you overmix it? Can you know?
Yes,
'cause
you
you're saying, like,
can. You can overmix it, but we are looking for it to be just combined.
okay,
The less we mix it, the tender the dough is going to be when we fry it.
okay,
You know, if we overwork it, then it's going to be a really tough dough.
yeah.
You know, and we're looking for a nice, soft, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside kind of dough. So we're gonna take this dough. We're
Okay.
gonna, I'm gonna shape it really quick. I pretty much like to shape it into a square. And then we're gonna wrap it up in saran wrap and put it in the fridge so that it can relax a little bit
Okay.
for an hour. And then we're gonna take it out and we're gonna do the magic. So let's take that saran
Got
wrap.
some plastic wrap right here for you.
Awesome. So And it's beautiful right now, believe it or not. I love to see it like this.
You love to see this. So there's no kneading, no touching,
Nope.
just literally combining the ingredients and now just wrapping it and letting it just cool in the fridge.
Yes. Easy.
It really is fast and simple.
Yeah, I know. People think, baking is this big, crazy, complicated thing, but really, if you love what you do, it's really simple. And once you know you can fix anything, this will be fixed and it will turn out just fine.
So perfect for the weekend to bring everyone together. You can have your whole smorgasbord of toppings.
Yes.
I mean, this is getting a little into some dangerous territory knowing how simple it really is.
Something fresh, something fun. Anyone can do it. The kids will love it. And you'll be the star of the show.
Okay, not just the kids too. I mean, the grown-up too.
That's
okay,
right.
I could be the biggest kid in the
That's
world,
right. That's
and
right.
still enjoy a good donut from time to time.
That's right. That's why they say donuts are universal. because
Donuts are universal.
Everyone loves it. Everyone knows about it.
Everyone loves it. Does the refrigerator love it too?
Yes, it
The
does.
refrigerator
So-
loves it, so that's going to go pop into the
In the
fridge.
fridge, yes.
While our donut dough gets into that fridge, we're taking a quick break. When we come back, we tackle our trio of toppings ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, bringing you the recommended dose of vitamin D today as we do donuts with Debbie Hodge-Nibbs, who runs Craving Donuts, a food truck and donut catering company in Tampa Bay. And she's sharing how to make your own freshly fried vanilla cake donuts. And not one, not two, but 3 different toppings to smother them in. Come on now, my friends. Before the break, we made the super simple dough combining dry ingredients, sugar, baking powder, cinnamon, and nutmeg, whisking by hand, then adding our wet ingredients, vanilla extract, milk, melted butter, and egg, then using our stand mixer to combine with flour until just blend it, getting it on the counter and into a rectangle covered with plastic wrap and into the fridge where it remains, because that's gonna meet at one point
Yes.
with one of these 3 and all 3 of these beautiful, beautiful toppings to come.
Yes.
So let's get going with this.
That's right.
Walk us through this beautiful journey here of
delicious.
sweetness.
So we're going to do the famous cinnamon sugar.
Okay.
So we have the sugar and the
A very traditional,
Yes.
very common,
very simple,
very simple.
but still tasty.
Okay.
So cinnamon and sugar, and we're going to whisk this together.
And
there you
what,
go.
any kind of particular sugar on that one there? Just granulated, it looks like?
Yep. Just regular sugar and cinnamon.
Okay.
That's it.
Simple.
We're done.
Easy. One done.
Okay, now, next one. We're
Next
going
one.
to do the vanilla glaze. So it's just a cup of powdered sugar.
Okay.
4 tablespoons of the cream. So this one you want to be just a little bit careful, right? So we start with a little bit first because it all depends on how thick or thin you want your glaze to be.
Okay, so
Right?
the
So we're gonna-
$64,000 question here.
Uh-huh.
What do you like? Do you like it thicker? Do you like it thinner? Like,
I like it thin.
You like it
I'm
thin?
sorry, I like it thick
okay.
because the heat will thin it out for me.
It already is naturally going to get.
It's going to be nice.
So
and
there's a
sparkly.
donut science to this
Yes,
now.
Yes. And then we're going to add the vanilla.
Okay.
And we're just going to stir it and let's see what we get. And then we're going to add more if we need more milk.
Okay.
So it's always good to start with less and then you can add, because if you add, we can't take out.
You can't take it
Or we
back.
can always add. So yeah, this is perfect.
That's the consistency that you like
Yes.
right now? This is it?
This is it. For me, I can do everything with this.
Okay.
Okay, now.
To
you-
grab Debbie's recipes for her super simple vanilla cake donuts, plus all the tasty toppings, visit dinnerdeals.com. Just scan the QR code in the corner of the screen.
We're going to do cream over the chocolate chips.
Okay. And this has just been heavy cream that has just been simmering away,
Yes.
not to a boil,
Full of fat.
full of fat, full of flavor,
Look at that.
full in a bowl.
Yes.
That's just mixed in right here with just a little bit of some
Yes.
chocolate.
Yes.
That's it.
So slowly, we're going to mix it in together until we get that nice glaze.
And this cream is really what's melting
Yes.
everything here.
That's why you don't really have to do much work. It looks like chocolate milk, but then you'll see it comes together.
Now, what's the thickness that is preferred for this one here?
You want it where you can dip it easily. So not too thick, not too thin like chocolate milk, but not too thick like paste,
Okay.
you know? runny enough that you can just dip it and have a nice.
You keep describing what it should be, but like the one thing I haven't heard is, what should it taste like?
Oh yes. Look.
It's all about the quality control over here.
Yes.
It's like we got to go right in.
This is always our favorite part.
This is the favorite part. You just smiled so big on that one too, because this is also my favorite part. Okay, so you're telling me that's gonna meet with a donut,
yes,
and just be like heaven in a plate in your hand, just going for it.
It's heaven right now.
Yeah, I can just kind of keep going with this one here. But this is not going to just be chocolate. What are we going to be doing with this?
We are going to drizzle it with some pistachio cream. And this you can get in the store in a little jar.
Okay.
But the combination
no
is...
specialty store. This is kind of like a common...
Publix, and it says pistachio cream.
Okay.
And we're just going to melt it a little bit so that we can drizzle it over the chocolate. And you're going to have, that chocolate pistachio thing that they're doing right now from Dubai. So we're gonna do it on a donut.
This is like the hottest thing right now. Like the whole Dubai chocolate thing is like the biggest trend because Holden, my son, he's like, Dad, like let's get Dubai chocolate.
Yeah.
Like everyone is hip to this right now. Like you are.
It's a perfect combination, really. And the fact that we get to do it on our donuts is even better.
Come on now. Huh? All right, so this is just gonna go pop into the microwave?
Yes, I'm gonna pop it in and then we'll start frying, then decorate.
Can't wait. Time for us to take one more quick break while we finish up our final topping. When we come back, it's frying time as we cook up our donuts ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, dabbling in desserts again today as we do something dangerously delicious. And if you don't want to open Pandora's box, then please look away. But if you're brave enough, then stay tuned as we ruin your diet by sharing how to make your own fresh donuts at home. And a warning, it's super simple. And I suspect tastes amazing. All thanks to donut expert Debbie Hodge-Nibbs, who runs Tampa Catering Company and food truck Craving Donuts. Before the break, we made our trio of toppings. First, just whisking granulated sugar with cinnamon for cinnamon sugar. Simple as it sounds. Then a vanilla glaze, mixing whole milk with powdered sugar and vanilla extract. And finally, a chocolate topping. Heating heavy cream and pouring it onto semi-sweet chocolate to melt it and combine the two. And finally, we took some ready-made pistachio cream. It's available at most grocery stores. And we heated that into the microwave. Now, you already had that dough resting in the fridge for a little bit. How long is the optimal time for it to rest?
For this dough, an hour.
An hour for it to be into the fridge to rest. We've taken it out. How long should it rest at room temperature?
So I leave it out for about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, just to get the chill off of it, We just want to make sure that that it's really floured because it's a sticky dough, and we want it not to stick to the counter that much. So we are.
How thin are you trying to take that? What are you trying to roll it out for?
About 1/4.
About 1/4 of an inch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then we want to keep it as square as possible so that we don't have any waste when we're cutting it. So this is where we're at. Huh?
Now with the waste from a donut though.
With this, we can, whatever we don't cut and fry, we can always wrap it back up, put it in the fridge again, and then use it again.
Okay.
So you're not going to lose anything.
I mean, is that how you also make little donut hole, little donut bites too?
Yes.
So it's nothing goes to waste when it comes to a donut.
It doesn't even have to be like a donut shape. Just whatever scraps you have, you can just put it in the fryer
and then toss it with whatever tops you want.
Sugar and then dip it in some chocolate.
Is that where you do a lot of R&D? Is that how you came up with the whole pistachio chocolate too? And just ooh, well, does this work? Should this work?
I didn't come up with the chocolate pistachio.
Okay.
But when I saw it, the combination is awesome and everyone is doing it, so why not?
Okay, so everyone's onto something here.
Yes.
And you're going to make sure that the masses of Tampa Bay get that.
And that Craving Donuts is doing it as well.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
So here we go.
All right.
We're going to cut it. This is a 3-inch circle. And I forgot.
All right, let me ask you. If someone at home didn't have the ring mold ready to go, you've got your 3-inch because you're doing this on scale.
Yes.
What could someone use at home?
So this is a bottle topper,
straight up from a 2 liter of soda right there. Okay.
And then we have the cup, and the cup is pretty much a 3-inch circle.
Okay.
And we're gonna get perfect circles out of this. See? Like that. And if you want, you can just, and then do another one.
So that's the starting of the donut right there.
Yes. So if you want, you can do.
I would love to.
And you put just a little bit of pressure.
A little bit of pressure.
Twist it. There you go. There you go.
Now, will they puff up in the oil?
Yes, it will. It looks like it won't, but it will. And that's because of the baking powder that we have in it. There you go. And we will get 9.
You asked for it, we will do it.
That's right. That's right. They look good.
These look already so good.
And it feels good. The dough feels really good. Now you're a master.
You know, like this is like the perfect item to be able to do on the weekend. Like you bring the family together,
Yep.
you get your kids out, you get your grandkids out. Like you can have so much fun. But let me ask you a question. When this part happens, where it sticks a little bit,
Or you
just pop it through.
yeah, and it'll come out.
And it just will pop right out.
Yep.
Put a little more flour
There
then.
you go.
Now, craving donuts. It's also a family affair for you too.
Oh, yes. Yes. We love donuts, and we love making it. So we're going to just make some holes in the middle.
Okay.
Now, because we don't have the regular...
And it's straight up. This is just a bottle cap from like a
Yes.
2 liter of soda, your 20 ounce.
So let's just... See? There you go. Just press it in. That's just if you want to do... we're not going to use these donut holes today, but you can.
Okay.
And what we're going to do with the scraps is just put it back together and make some more.
To grab Debbie's donut recipe, which also includes the details on our topping trio, head to dinnerdeas.com or just scan the QR code in the corner of the screen to find us.
There you go.
Oh, you want to get some cooking?
Yes, we should.
Now, it looks like we've got this oil in a Dutch oven, and you like to have it hovering around what temperature?
360.
About 360 here.
Yes. And we're going to put 3 at a time.
3 at a
so
time.
that the temperature doesn't go down that fast.
Okay.
So there we go. Carefully.
And what type of oil?
This is canola oil.
Canola oil.
Yeah, it's my favorite oil to fry pretty much anything, and I love the taste of it.
Okay.
So we're gonna fry that. I give it a minute on each side. You're gonna see it turn nice and golden brown.
And they're going to just rise to the top a little bit here.
That's how you know you're doing it right, because
Okay.
it's rising to the top.
Now, do we have to turn these? Like, what do we do
We
with
will.
these?
So I take the spatula, and then I'm just gonna check really quick to see where we're at, and we're almost there. Just a little bit more, and then we'll turn it around.
How do you know? Like, what's the color? What are you looking for here?
Golden, like that.
Golden like that.
Huh? Gonna flip it. Beautiful. See how fast that was?
It really is. It really is fast.
So flip that. This is not flipping. Flip that. Hey, we got some help here.
And we got those tongs there.
There you go.
Now, if that one, you need that quality control. I know that you've got your boys and your husband to taste them.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I'm here. Take that one.
That's right.
Nice. One last break while we get these bad boys finishing in the fryer. When we come back, we give these donuts their oh so tempting toppings ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz, and today's idea is one you might have thought of, donuts. But did you know how easy they are to do at home? Debbie Hodge-Nibbs does. She runs Craving Donuts, a food truck and catering company in Tampa Bay, and is sharing how to make homemade vanilla cake donuts with 3 tempting toppings over here, my friend, that all need to start coming together.
Okay.
Walk us through our donut journey. Which one are we going with first?
Cinnamon sugar. So if you just take that donut
Okay.
and toss it in the cinnamon sugar.
You like to go all sides? You got
All
to
sides.
coat it all.
Of course.
Okay.
That's where the magic is, man. There you go. And then top it off. Yep. And there you go. Beautiful.
Okay. Cinnamon sugar, 1
Yes.
down.
Now, vanilla glaze. So let's
Vanilla
start
glaze.
Vanilla really quick. And now you can dip it both sides if you want. I usually just dip one side.
You just do one side?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will follow
Look at
your lead.
that.
Look at how beautiful that looks right now.
Yes.
Okay, done?
Yep.
Okay.
Now the chocolate.
Now this is the new one. This is
Yes.
the fun one. Well, they're all fun. I mean,
Yes.
whoever said that donut is not fun, you're not my friend.
There we go.
All right, so chocolate goes first.
Yes. So we're gonna put it
Okay.
on the plate, and then we are going to take the pistachio cream. We're gonna drizzle it,
Look at the artistry right here.
and then we're gonna top it off with some pistachio. There you go. There you go. Simple but good.
Simple but good, and we got good, better, best, or are they all just...
No, they're all the best because it all depends on the person, right? Like some people are just crazy about the French toast. Some people are crazy about just a simple, you can't go wrong with a glaze.
Yeah.
And then you have the chocolate lovers that love this chocolate pistachio.
Which one are you going for?
I will do the French toast, you gotta do the chocolate.
Let's go for it.
All right.
Thanks to Debbie Hodgins, the recipe for this decadent donut dinner, along with a link to her company, Craving Donuts, where you can try this chocolate pistachio Dubai donut for yourself, is at dinnerdeas.com. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more ideas for dinner, as we call them, Dinner Deas.
There you go.